Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Ooh, down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all. If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you. Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
How would you know? You've never seen one.
Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one.
Hey, you! Yes, you! With the million-bit smile? How'd you like to make it worth 10 million? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
Consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
What's your offense?
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Auntie Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, non-dairy, dairy-free.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the goons?
Nah, probably just shot.
CMT. Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. An ale that's good for working.
Your best find this week. Go.
I wrote someone up for slandering trademarked products.
Pretty good. I caught someone loitering outside corporate offices in substandard apparel.
Oh yeah? Well, I wrote 2 fines for littering off-brand packaging.
God, I love this job. As you were.
It's the achievement for how this is healing.
Is Matthew still drinking?
Oh, okay, I do have a lot.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. Coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
I've always loved that sculpture.
What's here?
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Sure.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers, none of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
See what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing, and copyright. There.
Sure.
Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
Heck yeah.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in nearly an hour.
Okay.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Am I supposed to find spaces here?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Okay.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies are similar.
Hortensia's in the above.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Hey.
Hey! Stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Wow. Minister Clark's workshop. Didn't know I was talking to such a big shot.
Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Congratulations.
Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
That's good.
Oh, you definitely recognize him if you saw him. He's very important. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Congratulations.
Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
How about I buy
That's
you
a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Absolutely. Right here.
Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere.
Nonsense.
Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Yeah. Let's have another.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Uh-oh. You okay? You go to bed.
I just need to sit down. Ah!
I'm not gonna take anything else. He's okay, right? Yeah, he just passed out. Okay. No, we're not gonna take anything else.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain, we meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice. Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions. There's nothing to see. What was that?
Here they come!
Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
This property is up. Sure
I am.
Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
You can bring it with me.
Typical.
Alright, fine. Or... yeah, I could just do this. I could just enter his house.
Looking good, soldier.
Thanks, you too.
How did you get in here?
Maybe.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
What are you talking about?
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, it's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Okay. Calm down.
Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
If you're done with full fuck, then.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. you should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then? Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Pick up and tell me what you're talking
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
How'd you get through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years.
Why?
But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Just tell me how to get there.
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. They're rather dirty. There are also rumors of sprat infestations, faulty auto mechanicals, and other unsavory hazards. Suit yourself. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
What used to be yours?
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Oh no. Do you want to know?
I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Count on me, Mr. Clark.
Good. Halcyon is in dire need of someone like you.
Sell that book.
You must be joking. Oh, there.
How splendid.
Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as... And he...
Greasy vagrants. Go frolic.
I don't reckon so. Maybe she's talking about me? I mean, I'm definitely the greasy one.
Well, whatever you call it, do it elsewhere, and take your merry band with you. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
The word isn't just that within the city. How do you get?
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing.
Perfect.
It was a very long list. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
Inheriting bits is the same as everybody.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept.
Well, I mean...
You're welcome.
The logic's there.
Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
Trying more people.
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse.
It's a terrible attitude.
Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. Millions and millions of bits beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
This contest has some inherent biases, technically.
Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
Yeah, pay me.
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you?
Sure.
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs.
Cool. How'd you get these?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
I am up 20.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
I can take a hint.
Okay. Alright. There she is. This chick's the alien. 100%.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
First extraterrestrials. Not here. So this way. Vile alien.
That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
I sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss, bit of a live wire.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
Been to Cascadia and 1084.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Sublight took over the lab.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What are they trying to prove?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
There are a lot of valuable scientists.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks.
That's better than good.
I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
There's no one of the assault cruisers?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
Enough talk.
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
With him.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher.
They're both trying to...
I'll do it.
Okay.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What, did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Fucking...
That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have to pay him.
Hey.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Sorry, board. Good employee in the making. Okay. Now let's talk to Lily again, I guess.
Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part June like. I know. For a while, next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over.
Nice.
Oh, this is real.
Map, where is... And I have to go to Groundbreaker anyway for this quest. It's okay. Sublight. Hope you guys are okay with it. Reputation, Sublight.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Oh well, it has to be done sometime.
All right.
Terrific.
Oh, My hands have finally stopped shaking.
Check in on him.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench.
Sound chart any of these things. Okay, so wait. What was this one? Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. Iconoclast. Marauder. Iconoclast armor. Need a Marauder headpiece. Marauder helmet. Good. And then I'll probably do it. If not, that way. Some dust. No, I'm not gonna go here. Not yet, anyway. Yes, I should. Return to Lily. You can stay here. That's fine.
Rizzo's purple berry touch. Soft forward and forward. I want a sweet purple berry flavored scent.
Hoping she doesn't get tipped off.
Is it done?
I can't.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start.
Bugs with lives, too.
Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
Oh well. I mean, they still like me.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see?
Time for you to
The
move
authorities
along.
Stay off our
You keep
tails.
lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Maybe I'll...
Is it done?
Not yet.
I see. If you need directions to Byzantium, it's the big fancy one. Can't miss it. Not as much as I'd like. The board dispatched it to Earth on a resupply mission, I think. Why? Interesting. It's possible the board wanted the cruiser to disregard ancillary tasks. But to what end? I'll have someone look into it. But for the moment, we're pissing in the wind and shooting in the dark. Considering how you get around, you'll probably find answers before I do. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities. Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way.
Organized.
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble.
Sorry.
Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Ask. I have nothing to hide.
Oh. Yeah, back to work.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
So there's no way I can convince this lady. Dang.
Is it? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer on both technically I owe you. Oh, sure. I'll get right on it. Everyone hear that? Yeah. This guy's getting a letter of referral. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask.
Alright.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. Technically, I owe you an exit.
Sorry. I mean, there's not any good options.
You're awfully quick to trust someone. Out.
This is.
How'd it go?
Didn't I request?
Okay, Captain.
That'll go well.
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited.
Hmm.
So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
Good.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Is there two?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
She wrote a speech.
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Nice. Congrats.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met June Lay at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Okay. I'll look for this sentence with requests over. Sam doesn't have one. This guy does have one, I think, somewhere. Groundbreaker weapon.
This is how.
Just annoying. I don't know how to get in there.
Rizzo's purple-berry punch. Soft, sour, candy shells around a sweet purple-berry flavored center.
Hey boss, if you need a tour guide, I've seen all 12 episodes of...
Quests. Purchase. Journal.
looking sharp.
Thanks. How do I get up there though? Should be up. Sucks. Oh, yeah. Good night.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
Steal anything. Defective. No problems.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable. RT greeting, potential customer. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion? Adjusting unit's audio receiver input levels for more suitable engagement with customer. This unit is shock simulation shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence.
Gonna head to here.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Hello. Welcome to the office of the representative of Halcyon Holdings here on Groundbreaker. How might I assist you today?
Where did the other guy go?
My sincerest apologies, but I'm afraid I don't understand. Other guy? Regretfully, that name doesn't ring a bell. Now, if you have nothing further, please excuse yourself. Hello again. I haven't a moment to spare for you just now. Please do return at another time. Please do return at another time.
What do you think you're doing? Keep your hands to yourself.
It's a bus!
Yeah. That's not.
Hello again. I haven't a moment to spare for you just now. Please do return at another time.
Shh, easy now.
Hey! Stop that! What do you think? Oh, I guess, never mind then.
This is Halcyon.
Please do return at another time.
No. Don't give me negative. I'm not even pickpocketing you. Alright.
Okay. This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. It's Ellie Fenhill.
Please do return at another time.
Toswell Finals was
What'd you find?
All ingestible babies unit. This unit would clarify. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer.
Pretty nasty bug in your system.
This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess.
Cleaning up back there?
This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities. Beginning dispensing sequence.
I don't know. I haven't explored a lot in the back bays, so maybe there's something here. Some place that'll lead me to, you know.
The back bays are all the home we have, and the only home we need.
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell Groundbreaker without broken. Oh, bet we could do some good with these.
Okay, there's nothing here.
Does everyone get brownies? We got another complaint. People don't like worms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with her bottom line.